Now, Raising Cane's presents the student section on ESPN Honolulu. Brought to you by HCAMP, the Hawaii Concussion Awareness Management Program, and HawaiiUSA Federal Credit Union.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to a brand new edition of the student section on ESPN Honolulu. We are live on location here at Raising Cane's in Mililani. I'm Cole Malsoff, and I'm joined by my co-host, Callan Spiller. Callan, it's great to be back with you. How are you doing?
Doing well. It's been an exciting week. Excited to be back here at the Mililani Raising Cane's. We have some awesome guests tonight, so thrilled to be back for the student section.
This is now the 7th episode of the student section, season 2, and we have a great show for the listeners here tonight. Mililani girls flag football players Zen Nelson and Kizia Mahuka will be joining us a little later on in the show, as well as Mililani baseball players Aukai Araujo-Waiau and Malosi Mataafa-Alferos. But joining us right now, we have two ladies from the University of Hawaii women's soccer team, Jordyn Eldridge, Sagapolutele, and Julia Ortega. Jordyn, Julia, appreciate you both joining us on the show today.
Excited to be here. Yeah, for sure.
So I know a lot of us UH fans are excited about the future of UH soccer due to the success of last season's team. And Jordyn, I kind of wanted to start it off right there with you, with last year's team winning the Big West regular season title for the first time in program history. What made last year's team so special, and how did it feel to be a part of that group that made history?
Yeah, I think that we really just put in the work, even starting before from the fall. From the spring, we made sure that our goal that fall was to really change the program and get better. And having the new additions with some amazing freshmen coming in and stuff, it was really just great to see our team just come together and just for us to all share one common goal and just really work for that and be able to attain that at the end.
Yeah, and in a way, getting to be a little bit of the underdog, shocking some people with those results. What did it feel like throughout the season to kind of see that cultural shift happen and be in the moment of changing the culture?
Yeah, it was just really great to just be on this team last fall. We started off like a little rocky, and then we just progressively just got better and better, and everything just came together, and it was just really nice, yeah.
Julia, turning it to you, you're coming in with experience from Southern Utah and Arizona State. What are you looking to add to this Rainbow Wahine team, both on and off the field?
I'm just looking to add to be a great teammate for this team. It's been so easy to be a part of this team because I'm so loved by everyone right off the bat. But I want to win, and I know my teammates wants to win. So whatever role I am put in, I want to help this team win, whether it's on the bench, starting, on the field, whatever I can do to help.
And I actually came into UH as a grad transfer on the women's basketball team a few years back. And I know that grad transfer experience is a little different than going into a program when you're younger. So how does that compare to some of your other experiences being one of those older players in that final season of eligibility?
Well, being one of the older ones feels weird now. And people asking me questions for help.
Right.
I'm like, wow, I have been through it now. But it's been good to give back with some of the things that I've learned to help younger players on and off the field with small things or big things, and just being able to give back to a program that has done so much and be able to be a part to help put this team through.
Now for you, Jordyn, looking ahead to this season's team, riding that momentum of last year, how does this year's roster look in terms of talent potential, and what excites you most about the group you have this year?
Honestly, we're looking at another great team, and I think that even more so, we want it even more badly. We want to get even further than how we ended last season because we know that we're capable of that. So I think that just looking at this year's roster, I think it's going to be a really good team, and I think we're still going to be able to really show people what UH soccer is about.
Do you feel like there's any extra pressure on the team to maybe back up what happened last year? Is that fueling your team in the process, or is it just to even go further, like you said?
I honestly think it's just fueling us. I don't really think there's that much pressure. We know what we need to do. We have a pretty familiar team. We lost a few people, but not too much. So I definitely think that we're just going to keep going and push even harder this spring to prepare for the fall.
Julia, like we mentioned before, you come from Southern Utah and Arizona State, and now you come to Hawaii. Talk me through and walk me through how your experiences at Arizona State, Southern Utah, and then how you got to Hawaii ultimately.
Arizona State was a great place for me at the beginning. I ended up deciding to transfer due to playing time and just wanting more for myself in my sport. Southern Utah was more than I could have ever have imagined with my teammates and coaches. But at the end of the day, I wanted a place to grow for my 5th year as a person and not just think about soccer and not be complacent in where I was at. And I had emailed Hawaii very early on in the process, more or less as a joke, being, oh, it's Hawaii, you never know what will happen. Didn't hear back from them for a long time, thought I was going to go to a different school, and then January 1st hit, and I'm on the phone with Daniel verbally committing, and I was here on the 12th, and I was just along for the ride. That was my saying.
Yep.
And I actually also transferred from 2 other schools.
Oh, wow.
When I came here, and you kind of get to see those different cultures of the program and bring pieces, but it is interesting to see how even it changes. You were across the country from each other, coming out to the islands. It's super interesting. So we do want to talk about your head coach and what she's meant to both of you, and especially you playing for her the last few years. What has her impact been on you as a player, and then how she shaped the team and the program as it is now?
I've known Coach Bud for a long time, even from before UH, and she always just has just such a good energy that she rubs off on people, and she always pushes us to be better than who we are, and I think she's a great coach, and the culture that she surrounds this team to strive for is just something really good. Yeah.
And Julia, kind of with these first moments that you get, not moments, you've been here a couple months, but what's your first impressions of Coach Bud too?
Coach Bud is truly amazing. The way that she has been open arms to me coming in and helping me as a player and as a person already in these first months is really great to see. But the culture in this team that she has created is truly something special and different that not many people get to have. And I feel very lucky that for my last year, this is where I'm ending. And I feel like it's a full circle moment because this coaching staff truly is special.
Jordyn, I kind of want to rewind on your collegiate journey. You started at Delaware State to begin college, your freshman season. Before we talk about your decision to come back home, how did you end up going from Hawaii to Delaware State? Tell me that.
Yeah, so actually growing up and stuff, I've always wanted to go on the East Coast. I've always wanted something very different from Hawaii. So I was looking at a lot of schools there, and Delaware State just happened to reach out, and I was like, oh, this is perfect. I want to go to the East Coast and see what it's about. Right. And I'm back home now, but yeah.
I can't imagine soccer in Delaware in that season. It's probably real cold, right?
Yeah, it was pretty hot at the beginning, but then it did get colder, and I did get that puffer on. And
was there a certain moment you knew, okay, it's time to come home?
Yeah, I kind of had to medical redshirt there due to a heart problem, but then just the culture at the school, it wasn't really what I was looking for, and I was like, you know what, why don't I come back home and see how it is here, and it's just been really good since then, yeah.
And Jordyn, outside of college soccer, you helped Samoa's national team make history by reaching the semifinals of the Oceania Women's Olympic Qualifier. What was that experience like for you, and what did you take away from that opportunity? Honestly,
that experience was something that I've never done before. It was a lot more than soccer. I got to return back to my roots and stuff in Samoa and reconnect with where my grandparents were from and stuff, and really see where they grew up and how it is life in Samoa and stuff. So it felt like a really good cultural moment for me to appreciate.
Mm-hmm. For you, Julia, I always like to bring up how people got started in the sport and how they made it to this level. For you, who introduced you to soccer, and at what moment did you know that you were good enough to play at the next level?
I was very blessed to be surrounded by a lot of sports as a kid, and I was a very competitive little kid wanting to always win. Right. So I told my parents when I was 5 years old that I will be playing Division I soccer, and they were like, "Oh, okay."
5 years old?
Yes, and they were like, I was very fortunate as well. My dad played football at Cal, and so did my brother. So I had great role models to look up to all my life to show me what hard work is and how to get there. So I was very blessed in that aspect of to know from a young age what I wanted. And as my parents said, I'm a very stubborn kid. And once I put my mind to something, that was it. And here I am 3 Division I schools later, and I'm still playing, and I still love this sport.
Was it always soccer for you? Like from 5, it was only soccer, direct path to soccer, no other sports?
No, I played a lot of other sports, but
Okay.
I knew soccer was going to be the sport that I loved. And I swam, I did basketball, volleyball, water polo. I was a very active kid.
Okay.
But soccer, although I wasn't the best at first, I knew that that's where I wanted to be, and that was my sport that I loved.
And Jordyn, for you, you grew up in an athletic household, have family members all across the nation playing Division I sports. For you, how did you get your start in soccer? Who introduced you to the game? And was there a particular moment, maybe in high school playing for Punahou, where you knew you could play at the Division I level?
My mom actually started it for me. Obviously, she played soccer also at like 3 Division I colleges.
Oh, wow.
And she was the one who started me at soccer. I started playing soccer from like a very young age. I think I would say around 8th grade, I was like, I definitely want to take this to the next level and see wherever I can go.
Awesome.
And thinking about that, just thinking about when you're both young, do you have any words of wisdom or advice that you would give your younger self that you wished you would have known then, or something to continue to motivate either to your younger self or to, one of the local girls here, one of those girls growing up, eyeing to play college soccer someday?
I just think the biggest thing that you can do is trust yourself and who you are, and don't let anyone tell you who you can't be. Because many people are going to tell you that you're not good enough, you're not fast enough, you're not whatever. But at the end of the day, if you are willing to work hard and put in the time and attain your goals, you will attain it. And that's really, at the end of the day, just believe in yourself, because that's all that matters.
I definitely think I would tell my younger self or younger people out there to just trust the process and just know that everything happens for a reason and everything's going to work out. It might seem like something in the moment is going to be like super disruptive and stuff, but it's going to work out in the end. So, yeah.
Jordyn, last one before we have to take a break. We talked a little bit about your family lineage of athletics. Your mom played soccer here at UH, and your cousins John and Jaren Sagapolutele are both at D1 schools, Portland State and Cal, I believe. When you're at the family cookout, at the family parties, if you guys play a game of pickup basketball, who's the best athlete in the family? It could be your mom, could be your dad, or your cousins. Who do you think?
Don't start any fights now.
I mean, I still think it's me. Obviously they might think otherwise, but I still think I'm the best athlete out of them. But I don't know. We might have to run it back and see.
Yeah.
So
That's how you get to this level. You got
Yeah.
to believe in yourself, no matter who's around you. It's still's got to be you. You got to follow those dreams.
Look, we are coming up on our first time out of the show, but before we do, at HawaiiUSA Federal Credit Union, helping you reach your goals and dreams of financial wellness is their commitment. Learn more and become a member today by visiting any of their conveniently located branches or online at HawaiiUSAFCU.com. HawaiiUSA, Life Matters, insured by NCUA. When we come back from break, we'll get into our Tier Talk segment of the show. We'll get into that and more. You're listening to the Student Section on ESPN Honolulu.
You're listening to the Student Section on ESPN Honolulu.
Welcome back to the Student Section, live here at Raising Cane's in Mililani, Comalsaf with Callan Spiller. And we're joined by Rainbow Wahine soccer players Jordyn, Eldridge, Sagapolutele, and Julia Ortega. So to start off this portion of the show, we will be getting into our Tier Talk segment. And for this edition of Tier Talk, we're each going to build our ultimate college essentials tier list. From Tier 1 being our most essential item, down to Tier 2 and Tier 3. So we'll have Callan started off, so you both have more time to think about your list. Callan, take it away. College essentials tier list.
We were just trying to think of some different things that maybe I would tell a first year to pack, what my little brother would want to pack for college. I'm going to have to say my Tier 3 is going to be a nice memory foam pillow, because I think sleep is so important, and especially maybe for the student-athlete side, when you're traveling, it's important to have that. I'm a big pillow person, so I was very specific about the pillow I bought when I first moved here. My second one is going to have to be a microwave, because
Ooh, okay.
You're going to have some late-night study sessions. You're going to be a little hungry. You're going to need a Hot Pocket or something like that.
I like that.
So something quick, just for some fuel. Obviously not the healthiest. Sorry, all my coaches. But helpful to just have some options for food, which isn't in all college dorms, so you might need to bring that.
Yep.
Number 1, I'm going to go with noise-canceling headphones.
Ooh.
Because
Real
you could have
good.
a roommate who snores. You don't want to hear them. You might need an impromptu study session somewhere
Yep.
loud on campus. I'm going to go with the headphones. I think those I use still, but in
Even
college
walking
especially
around
more.
campus, right? If you don't want to talk to anyone, you don't want anyone to say hi, especially if, like, you're the girl on campus, right? So you don't want to say hi. You had your head down, headphones in.
Yeah, every once in a while you're walking from practice. Like, I don't feel like talking to anyone. I'm just going to
I
get
like
to the-
that tier list. Okay, I'm gonna start something new, a new tradition for the student section. We're gonna rank each person's tier talk, and we'll do it like a school system. So we'll go A through F. I'm gonna rank yours a B. That's a solid B tier talk. I really
Thank you.
like that.
Thanks.
Sorry to put this on you guys. Julia, how do you rank Callan's tier talk?
I would say B plus.
B plus.
Yeah.
Solid.
B plus.
Wow, that's a pretty strong start to this tier talk. Julia, I'm gonna throw it over to you. Your college essential tier list.
Okay. First, my tier 3 is gonna be a emotional water bottle that you bring everywhere.
An emotional water bottle. Please explain.
A lot of, at least athletes, understand this. You have one water bottle that goes everywhere with you. Like, they are with you through thick and thin, through blood, sweat, and tears, and that is your favorite water bottle that most people would probably not wash enough because of how much it's with you.
Wow.
So pick a cute color from the beginning and make sure that that water bottle is with you.
No free sponsor. Is that a hydro flask?
Maybe.
Okay.
And then,
Probably got some stickers on it, too.
Oh,
We got some
definitely.
stickers.
Okay. I like that.
and then tier 2, I'm going to go back with the sleep, a mattress topper, especially for my freshmen living in the dorms. What mattress topper you get makes so much of a difference because as a college student, you live in your bed a lot, especially when you're tired, you need a nap, or even if you're just hanging out in the dorms. And then my tier 1 is an AirTag for your keys and your dorm key because if you lose your keys for your dorm, it's rough. And you do not want to be paying for a charge, and your keys and wallet go with you everywhere in college. An AirTag is top tier.
Oh, this might be an elite tier list. I'm gonna give it an A minus. I'm gonna give it an A minus. That's a great tier
I was
list.
going to say, I feel like the AirTag is a really good use of it because you
Yes.
need that key to get in anywhere
Oh,
if
yes.
you lose it. So I agree. I was going to say A minus too. Definitely tops mine. So
Jordyn.
I'm gonna give it like a B.
Ooh, a little
Oh,
lower ranking.
What if you live at home though? You don't need a mattress cover.
Okay.
they're the lucky ones.
I
They're
really
real bad.
like the emotional water bottle. Just how you put that, like emotional water bottle.
It is. It goes with you through thick and thin,
really like
your
that.
hardest workouts, your water at night. Like, it's with you through everything.
We'll get
That's
some
great.
photos to put it in the video after. We'll put
Oh.
our emotional water bottle.
Just
Yeah,
making,
right here.
Just making Jared work a little bit harder on the edit. He's like, oh, okay. Jordyn, for you, your tier list of the college essentials.
Okay, so for tier 3, I would say a hoodie. You gotta have a hoodie, you know. Might be
Oh.
cold. Your dorm, I mean, some dorms are cold,
Okay.
you know. And also, like, while you're walking around campus or you're just trying to mind your business, you just gotta throw the hoodie on sometimes and just.
You know,
Just,
she went to the East Coast her freshman year. That's why she said that.
And then the second thing, Chat GPT.
Oh, she said it.
You're gonna get in
Sometimes-
trouble.
No, hey, not to cheat. I'm just saying, you know, sometimes you need to come up with ideas. So I think that could definitely,
Yeah.
that's definitely an essential that you need sometimes
It's a
to
good
like
tool.
think. Yep.
It's a good tool.
Helpful resource.
And I would say the first one would be your parents' credit card or something. You know, you gotta make big purchases sometimes, you know, for the dorm room, whatever it may be. Or, you know, just going out to get some food with your friends, you know, sometimes you just need some money. And,
Ooh.
yeah.
I
think
like
would-
that. I like it. I'm gonna start off with the. That's the A minus. That's an A minus for me. I like that a lot.
Really solid practical
I like
list.
that a
But
lot.
if any of your family members' credit cards are missing, y'all know who has those now. I'll agree. I think that's up there for sure. I'd say a B plus.
I'm gonna have to go B.
Oh,
Give
okay.
it right back.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm scared how you guys are gonna grade mine then. And I gave this the most thought, and that's why I'm scared. I think I overthink this. Or thought this, sorry, Punahou. Okay, tier 3, I'm gonna go caffeine. Any caffeine, coffee, energy drink, tea, if you like that. I'm throwing caffeine tier 3, especially those early mornings. I know for you you guys are athletes, and I don't know when you guys have practices, but workouts, something like that. Got to have caffeine.
What's your
Tier
go-to?
3.
Are you coffee or energy drink, or what do you grab?
Lately, I've been on an IVO. You know what an IVO is?
The
Ice
IV.
vanilla latte.
Oh, okay.
A little spicy. I've been on an ice vanilla latte kick. I'm sorry for the listeners out there. Ice vanilla. I need sugar in my coffee if I'm going to drink. Other than that, I'll drink like an energy drink or something like that.
You said IV, and I thought liquid IV. I was like,
no,
huh?
IVL.
Okay, IVL. We'll
For
remember
the
that.
college students listening. Okay. Tier 2, some form of transportation. A
My
moped,
moped.
a car,
That is true.
scooter, bike. Ooh, are we?
Me and my moped.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, moped. You have
Oh
a
yeah,
moped?
me and my moped.
I see so many Hawaii athletes with the moped around Kaimuki and stuff. It's crazy. It's crazy. Essential. Tier 2. Tier 1. You said microwave, Callan. I'm gonna go one up and top you. I'm doing the air fryer. Air fryer tier 1, especially for me. I did not know how to cook. My mom, my senior year of high school, my mom would only teach me how to cook things in the air fryer because it was so easy. Chicken, salmon, you can do anything. It's very versatile. Tier 1, air fryer. Okay, give me the rankings. Go ahead, Callan. Give it an A. Give it an A.
It's up there. Definitely some practical ones. Transportation, I 100% agree with.
Right.
Yeah.
Air fryer. I was a resident advisor at one of my colleges.
Ooh.
Not allowed in dorm rooms.
Ah.
So with that,
Oh, we're bumping it down. Okay.
I don't know. I'll give you a solid B plus.
Okay.
It was really
Okay.
good. You put a lot
Okay.
of thought into it. It was solid. Just my resident advisor history.
Okay.
You get in
That's a good
trouble.
explanation.
That's all.
Julia, what do we give?
I'm gonna go A- purely for the moped because
Okay.
I love
Okay.
my moped. So
Awesome.
It's
I'll
great.
take it. Jordan?
B plus.
Ooh.
You know, I don't drink like energy
Yeah, it's
drinks
true.
or coffee, so
she doesn't like coffee.
But my
Yeah.
tier 2 and tier 1, I
But
see.
yeah,
I saw you
those-
nodding
yeah.
your head.
Yeah, see that.
Okay, I thought I deserved at least an A, but that's okay. For our next segment, we have a couple more minutes here before you guys take off. Rapid fire questions, quick questions to help the listeners learn more about your personality on and off the field. Just answer with the first thing that comes to mind. Mount Rushmore of soccer players. So your top 3 soccer players all time. Or you can-
Women's, men's.
Let's do women's and men's.
That's a
Any.
lot.
Or you can just give me one. Just give me one.
The
Your
first
top.
one that came to mind for me is Hope Solo.
Hope Solo.
She's
Goalie.
awesome.
Hope
USA.
Solo or Brianna Scurry. I think they totally changed the game for women's goalkeeping here in the
Mhm.
United States, and it set a precedent abroad as well for how amazing they were, and they put a lot of respect into goalkeeping.
Jordan, for you.
Cristiano Ronaldo, Sophia Wilson is her
Okay.
last name now,
Mhm.
and Trini Raman. Yeah.
Team USA, okay. I know those soccer players too. I'm glad. I know all those except the second one, goalie. You said, I think.
Brianna Scurry. She was a goalkeeper for the 1999 U.S. Women's National Team.
A little before my time. Callie, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh my gosh. I only played soccer until 8th grade and then switched to indoor sports because I was like, I'm done with outdoor sports, guys. I'm good. I'm going inside. I mean, Hope Solo's on mine. I'm from Seattle.
Yes.
Grew up watching her. She's amazing. Absolutely changed the game. Mia Hamm,
Oh,
I know Mia
yes.
Hamm.
Yes.
legend. She just changed the game in so many ways too. And I read so many of her awesome books that she wrote
Yes.
for kids. So I absolutely loved her. And then there are so many like good ones out there. I think of a lot of my high school.
Who's that one from Hawaii? Team USA from Hawaii. No? Never mind.
That'll be my top 2.
Another sport.
Let me my top 2.
Okay, favorite music artist. Julia?
Oh, we were just talking about this in the car.
Do you want me to give you a vibe like pregame? Pregame.
Oh, pregame? Okay, I was going to say something totally different. Pregame, anything hype, honestly.
Okay.
Like anything that's getting the energy up. But outside of pregame, it's probably Billy Joel.
Wow. Unique. I like that. Jordan, for you?
Maverick City. I like to listen to gospel music before my
Wow.
games, so yeah.
Okay.
Did the team have any songs that you guys would listen to pregame this year, or anything that in the locker room that's playing? Not necessarily.
They played like this Rio song. I don't know. It's from
Hot
like
Wings?
the movie Rio. I don't know.
Yeah,
what
Hot
it is.
Wings?
Probably,
Yeah.
but they continuously play
It's got
that
a good
song.
beat though. It
does. It gets you hype.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, another one. We're here at Raising Canes. What is your Canes order when you come and visit? Is there something you're always looking forward to eating?
the sauce for one, but as well, I don't get coleslaw. I normally get an extra toast.
3-finger combo with a Sprite on the side.
Are you subbing anything? Or are you coleslaw? You're eating the coleslaw.
Oh well, like the 3-finger, it doesn't come with coleslaw. It just comes with like the bread and
I've done this show 7 times and I don't even know that.
So she just skips the coleslaw. Both of them coleslaw haters.
No,
coleslaw
hater.
I am the lone coleslaw supporter here, even though his name's Cole, but still. I like it, but I don't do double coleslaw. You got to have the balance of it all.
I think it was just because I was like, people would call me coleslaw in high school or like middle school, so I'm just like off that name. Anyway, okay. Which teammate takes the penalty kick with the game on the line? First teammate that comes to mind. Jordyn, you would know this a little better from experience
you go
last
first.
year. I don't know how many.
Eve Bloom.
Yeah.
She has a nice PK. Yeah.
I think I was gonna say Eve too, purely because of her calmness on the field. Like she's gonna. I feel like she can be high at the right times, but then when it comes time to lock in, she'll be ready.
Okay. Last one. What show are you binge watching right now? If you don't have a show, a great movie recommendation for the listeners.
A great movie recommendation is Miracle on Ice. That's probably one of my favorite all-time movies because I'm not binging anything right now.
Okay. Jordyn, for you?
Vampire Diaries. Yep, that's what I'm binge watching right now, and I have been for like the past few months.
That one's got a lot.
Or Gilmore Girls.
Oh yeah,
that's a top tier. I don't think
I've watched any of those. Anyway, we're coming up on another break, but we appreciate you both taking the time out of your busy schedules to come spend time with us, and best of luck next season.
Thank you. We were so happy to be here.
Yep.
Thank you guys so much. You just heard from University of Hawaii women's soccer players Jordyn, Eldridge, Sagapolutele, and Julia Ortega. Before we take a time out, there's something trending in sports, and it's not on social media. It's student athletes suffering from concussions and not reporting it. By not treating concussions, you can suffer long-term health effects. Find out more from HCAMP, the Hawaii Concussion Awareness Management Program. Visit hawaiiconcussion.com. If you're listening to the show, stick around as Mililani girls flag football players Zen Nelson and Kizia Mahuka will be joining us on the other side of the break. We're at Raising Cane's Mililani, and you're listening to the student section on ESPN Honolulu.
You're listening to the student section on ESPN Honolulu.
Welcome back to the student section, live on location here at Raising Cane's in Mililani. Cole Malsop, Callan Spiller, now joined by Mililani girls flag football players Zen Nelson and Kizia Mahuka. Appreciate you both joining us on the show tonight.
Thank you for having us here.
So this is the first ever season of girls flag football in Hawaii high schools, making Hawaii the 12th state to sanction the sport. Kizia, for you, how does it feel to be a part of history and a trailblazer for the sport in Hawaii?
Honestly, it's a bittersweet moment,
right?
Just being a senior and all, so it's my last year, but getting to experience this with so many girls, I'm just like glad I get this opportunity. It's a blessing.
And Zen, for you?
It's amazing making new friends and everything, and being able to show what we can do is honestly really great.
Awesome.
And especially not getting to have those experiences, those first 3 years. What is it like having that transition to getting to play with your classmates and teammates representing your home school?
It's fun. It's new thing, so I'm just taking it all in while I can and just enjoying what I can before I graduate.
I'm curious, what was your first reaction when you first heard the news that girls flag football would be coming to Hawaii in an official sport here in Hawaii, Zen?
It was amazing, honestly. Ever since I was little, I grew up playing football, and knowing that's going to be in high school now, it's honestly really great. Yeah.
Kizia, for you?
Well, I didn't play football growing up, but I was around it. My parents, my dad, and my brother, they all played football, and so when I heard it, I was just excited for a chance and opportunity to show what I got.
Kizia, was there anyone in particular that got you into football or kind of pushed you to try out the sport?
Definitely my brother and my dad, just because my brother, I would see all the things he would do and achieve, and I just found interest in it. And then my dad was my biggest supporter, but biggest critique. So he just pushed me to just do whatever I put my mind to.
And Zen, how did you get started? I know you started young,
yeah,
but especially with it not being an official high school sport, what's your story?
My dad always pushed me to do multiple sports. And someone that I think really got me to do flag football would be my cousin Tama. He plays for San Jose now.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Oh,
He's the
Amisone.
quarterback. Yes.
Oh, we interviewed him right on the student section. Episode 4, go watch it.
Yeah, he's amazing. He got real talent. He's really hardworking. So knowing that having a cousin that does all that great stuff, it really encourages me to like do more stuff.
We are here at Raising Cane's in Mililani, talking with Mililani girls flag football players Zen Nelson and Kizia Mahuka. So for people who don't know much about girls flag football, including myself, how would you describe the game compared to boys football besides the tackling aspect? Just the way it's played, the rules, etc. Kizia? Is it different?
Kind of in its own way, just because it's like you're pulling flags rather than like tackling people. So like you have to be fast.
Right.
No, you have to like learn to read and be fast and just get there. And so, yeah.
And how has the experience been so far? I know you guys said before we started the show that you guys only had exhibitions and you guys are starting games next week. How has the experience been so far with the exhibitions, with the practices, and has it lived up to your expectations then?
Honestly, I didn't really think it was going to be that aggressive at first,
Right.
but looking now, all these girls, they're pretty aggressive and they know what they're doing. So, yeah, I think we just played Kapolei recently.
Yeah.
They're aggressive for sure.
Well, that's local girls for you.
Yeah.
That's local girls for you.
And I was thinking about this too because there's no precedent of what any of the other teams for any schools have done in the past. It must be interesting going into a game thinking, I don't quite know what they're going to bring. Are they going to bring the super speed or the aggression?
Yeah.
What is it like approaching that when, there's really no previously painted canvas? You're creating it yourself in every game.
Yeah. Well, I think we just got to do what we got to do. I mean, our team right now, it's amazing. They're really good, really hardworking. Even though they may not know some stuff about football, they still push each other and try their best to do what they got to do.
Yeah. So our team, like, we had a late start with preseason practicing, but, like, each and every one of them, we all push each other to do, like, not to dwell on our mistakes, but, like, to move forward and, just get better. And iron sharpens iron, so, like, we all help each other out and try to do our best.
So what positions are you guys playing on the field? Is it one or multiple positions? Because I know it's 7-on-7. So are you guys playing both sides of the ball? And what drew you to those positions, or did coach kind of not force you, but put you in those places because of your skill set, Zan?
I play quarterback and wide receiver, and then for defense, I play safety or corner.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you're playing the whole game, or are you getting subbed out?
Yeah. Well, when it's like they're getting like kind of smoked, Oh,
so you guys are pretty good, huh? Yeah. Not bragging. You guys are pretty good.
They put in the subs, but overall, I play most of the game.
When it comes winning time, Zan's in the game throwing touchdowns. Kizia, for you, what position are you playing?
I play slot and middle linebacker or middle and outside linebacker. My brother played middle linebacker and outside linebacker, so that's kind of like where I got it from.
Yeah.
And so, yeah.
He gives you a few tips?
My brother, yeah. So I just watch his film sometimes just to like help me out.
What position do you like playing?
I definitely like playing middle linebacker.
Wow.
Just because like I know how to read, so it's easier for me to like read people, and then I know how to attack, so it's nice. I guess it's in the blood.
and Zen doesn't really throw you the ball much.
No, I do. She does throw me the ball.
We talked about Kapolei already. Looking around at the competition in the state, how do you feel like Mililani compares to the other teams in the state? And do you believe you guys have a real shot at winning the first ever girls flag football state title?
I think we do. I think we do have a shot because our team's looking really good.
Smoking, Kapolei.
Yeah. I think one team that would be a challenge for us would be Honolulu.
Okay.
Looking that they're smoking teams.
They're smoking teams too?
Yeah. They look pretty good. Their players, honestly, pretty good too. So I think I would want to see us versus them.
How many players do you guys have on the team? I know Honolulu has a number of players, I think.
Yeah. I think
around like 25.
Yeah,
25?
Yeah,
around there, around that number.
Okay.
That's pretty solid for the first couple years of a program to get that, which I think just shows the interest and excitement around flag football. So it is set to debut in the Olympics 2028. How do you think the local talent here in Hawaii would stack up across the world?
I think that the girls here have a lot of talent. It's just like being on an island and how it's so small, it's hard to get out there and put ourselves out there, but there's a lot of talent on this little island. So I think everybody has a chance.
Yeah, I agree with her.
Mililani girls flag football players Zen Nelson and Kizia Mahuka joining us on the student section right here at Raising Cane's in Mililani. So what do you think, I know it just got started, but what do you think are the next steps for girls flag football here in Hawaii? Would you be interested, I don't know, if there was like a tackle football opportunity that came up? Or even, I don't know what they have in the mainland, but playing the sport collegiately, Zen?
Tackle football would sound
You would be
pretty
interested
cool.
in tackle football?
Yeah, I played before, but it was like with boys.
I think Hawaii girls would
Yeah, I think
animals.
it would be amazing
Yeah.
to see girls play tackle. I think they can handle.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know some girls that played tackle,
Yep.
and they're honestly really good compared to the boys.
And especially growing up with brothers like Kizia, middle linebacker, I'm sure you guys had some fights. I don't know. I'm just pure
Roughed up.
speculation. But
Yeah.
Kizia, for you, if a college offered you a spot to play girls flag football in college, would that be of interest to you?
Oh, I would definitely take it.
Yeah.
Because there's not many opportunities, and I just coming into the sport late, and I just have found love for it, being around football and all. So if I was offered this opportunity to go play for a college, I would definitely take it.
And being trailblazers, you really are blazing the trail for all of the future generations in this sport in the islands. What would your advice be to some of those younger girls growing up now in flag football? What would you tell them, Zen?
I would honestly tell them just don't do things you'll regret. Just keep going. Push yourself every day, because the more hard work you put into it, the better the outcome.
Kizia, for you?
I guess I would say just to prioritize yourself and find that balance in life. Put God first and never settle for anything less than greatness.
Oh, that's great.
Always be dedicated. Be thankful for the people you have around you, because you can always ask questions, or there's always people around you to help you. And never be afraid to make mistakes, because it's gonna help you grow and get better. It's an opportunity.
A couple more questions before we have to take another timeout. Rapid fire questions, quick questions to help the listeners learn more about your personality on and off the field. Zen, for you, dream dinner guest. First person that comes to mind.
Oh, that's hard. Steph Curry.
Steph Curry. Oh, I don't know how I feel about you now.
Whoa.
I'm a LeBron guy.
I was just going to say, not LeBron.
Kizia, for you, dream dinner guest.
Troy Polamalu.
Ooh, she's a football player.
Yes,
Okay.
it's in the blood.
I saw y'all nodding along when we were talking to our previous guests about this. Your Canes order, specifically your thoughts on coleslaw.
Oh, no way. I would never like coleslaw. I just think it kind of tastes weird.
Okay, I like the coleslaw. I got it. I like the coleslaw, but I don't get it. I just get the, what is that 3-finger combo?
Yeah, I get the same. Extra fries, though.
Okay, extra fry. Okay, dream college.
Well, that's hard. Well, I used to want to go to LSU.
LSU?
Yeah.
That's a hard question. But I'll say Weber.
Weber
Weber
State.
State.
Okay, funniest teammate.
Ooh, Sienna.
I agree.
Yeah.
Sienna, what, last name?
Ma'afala.
Yeah.
Sienna Mahuka.
Sienna Ma'afala.
Okay, and last one before we have to take a timeout. Describe each other's football game in one word. Zen, you go for Kizia.
Definitely aggressive, because she be tackling girls on the field.
No, you yeah. My word, bro. She's aggressive. She's quick. She is
Quick?
Quick.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I feel like I could talk to you girls all day. This is so much fun, but we do have to take another quick timeout. Zen, Kizia, I'm sorry. Thank you both for joining us on the show tonight, and best of luck this season.
Thank you.
When we come back, we'll be joined by another pair of Mililani athletes, Trojans baseball stars Aukai Araujo-Waiau and Malosi Mataafa-Alferos. This is the student section on ESPN Honolulu.
You're listening to the student section on ESPN Honolulu.
All right, welcome back to the student section. Cole Malsoff, Callan Spiller, here live at Raising Cane's in Mililani. Now joining us on the show are Mililani baseball players Aukai, Araujo-Waiau, and Malosi Mataafa-Alferos. Appreciate you both joining us on the show.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us.
So I know you both just came from a scrimmage.
Yes, sir.
How did it go? Did you guys win? Who do you guys play?
We played Kaiser. Didn't really go in the way we wanted it to, but it was a good learning experience. We learned that we have to work hard in practice so that I can relay over to the game. A bunch of things that we can work on. So I think it's good that we had this scrimmage. Hopefully it'll prepare us for the future and when we resume regular season.
Yep. And it was just a scrimmage. You guys have started the season 4-0 in OIA play. You guys can claim you guys are still undefeated with 4 blowout wins. There's something about blowout wins in Mililani. What's been clicking for your team so far, Aukai?
We just been playing together since we were freshmen, so our team is really senior heavy. So we all get along really well with each other, and we're all family. We all know the back of each other, and we always got each other's back.
Yep.
So that's been carrying us through this whole season.
And Malosi, you do have that senior background.
Yep.
What are the expectations? Is there any extra pressure on this year to make it a big year with this veteran class that y'all have?
I wouldn't really say it's pressure. It's just more of a motivation and goal that we want to achieve. We got states, OIAs, so I think it's going to be good for us to keep the right mindset and just push to achieve those goals.
So correct me if I'm wrong, but Mililani has never won a state baseball championship.
No, not one.
So what's it going to take for this year's team to make history, Aukai?
I feel like we all just got to play for each other.
Yep.
If we all play for each other, I think we'll be perfectly fine.
Besides the two of you, who are some of the other players on this team that will play key roles in your success this season? Shout them out.
Definitely Kai here.
Yeah, right there, starting
pitcher right there. He's our ace.
Our catcher, Ryan, and then our relief pitcher, Cole. They play huge parts on the team.
I peeped someone's stats, and I think one of you guys have 15 innings pitched, 0.00 ERA.
Yep, that's Kai.
11 strikeouts. Shout out to you, Kai. Killing it. Killing it.
And kind of looking at this, you have that top roster. Who are some of the other teams that maybe you have that game circled already? Any specific rivals looking forward to taking the diamond against?
Well, for OIAs, definitely Kailua, Kaiser.
Gotta be Kaiser, huh?
Yep, gotta be Kaiser. We're gonna come back. Campbell, Pro City. Just can't take anybody lightly.
Yep. Malosi, you've committed to play baseball at the University of Oregon. What made the Ducks the right decision for you?
Definitely their plan for me.
Right.
They want me out in 3 years. I know that they will develop me into a better hitter and improve me in many different ways. And just the facilities they have is beautiful, and I'm glad that I get to have access to the coaches as well. And just really made me feel like a family because over here in Hawaii, family means everything.
Yep.
So that was definitely a big, I guess, role and thing that I'm looking forward to.
And especially, their facilities are awesome. I played against the Ducks in college a few times, but you've gotten to visit Eugene. Is there anything about Eugene that stands out to you that you're excited about that being your college town?
Yep, definitely the community. They're very supportive, very loud. I love it.
Are you ready to play in the cold?
Oh, yeah. I think I'll be ready. Just gotta adjust. Gotta adjust. But
You already
I'm
committed,
looking
you
forward
got
to it. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Awesome. Aukai, you decided to stay home and play for the University of Hawaii next year. What went into your decision to stay home and play for the University of Hawaii?
Going off what he said, here in Hawaii, family's everything. So I really wanted to play in front of my family and friends. That was one of my main things that I wanted to keep going into college, especially my grandparents, since they're getting older and older. So they'll have a chance to see me play at the next level, and that's really what I want.
And Hawaii is rolling right now. Hawaii is home of one of the best fan bases nationally. We bring home, the crowd there is selling out multiple games. So what can a local player like you, what can fans of University of Hawaii baseball expect from you next year?
They just gotta expect that I'm gonna put my best foot forward and help out the team in any way, shape, or form, and just be a good person for the community.
I know you kind of mentioned your future as a batter. So, are there any other areas that you're specifically excited to grow into at the college level?
Yeah, definitely speed. I think I'm in a right runner, but I want to be able to have that like advanced speed. So I think working with some of the track coaches, like hearing Oregon's plans for me to develop me into a better player, so that I can push myself higher in the draft. I think those are just what I'm looking forward to.
What about you, Aukai?
I'm just looking forward to, being surrounded by a new group of boys, coaches, a way bigger support group, and yeah, I'm just really looking forward to it.
Aukai, Araujo-Waiau, and Malosi, Mataafa-Alferos joining us on the student section here at Raising Cane's in Mililani. Aukai, you were mentioning that Oregon has plans for you, 3-year plans for you. I'm curious, after those 3 years, I'm sure college is 4 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
After those 3 years, what are your dreams to play? Is it to play MLB?
Yes, sir.
After that?
Be in the pros, play for the any team that chooses me. Looking forward to like maybe 10 years plus.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
Lofty plans. Aukai, for you, do you have a dream after college, whether it be a coach, playing pro ball, anything like that?
After college, I'm really hoping to get picked up by a team in the majors, but I just got to keep working hard, and the recruiting process has been good for both me and him these past couple of years, so we're really looking forward to it.
And we've kind of asked all of our guests this, and I think it's just so important. What would you go back and either tell yourself or tell a younger kid growing up hoping to play college baseball? What would your advice be to them?
Don't stop working. Manage my time right. Don't be distracted by anything, and just focus on the goal, the task at hand.
Okay.
Yeah, same. I'd say just keep putting in that work. Don't ever take a day off, because once you do, somebody's out there doing more than you that day. So
100%.
I just think, looking forward to what's ahead and having goals written down is something that's really big.
On the student section, we also like to talk about routines or superstitions that you might have. Aukai, for you, are there any game day routines or superstitions that you follow?
I normally like getting Subway before games. I feel that's a good one. Getting to the field an hour and 30 before the games to hit.
Exactly an hour and 30?
Yes, around there, hour 30. And then do my bands and other things like that before. Yeah.
Malosi, for you?
Honestly, it starts the night before. We have practice. After practice, we go to lift at 24 in Mililani. And then right after that, we shoot down to my coach's facility, Team Cotto Baseball. We go there every night, hit tee, front toss machine, work on everything, and then from there, the next day, wake up, listen to music, get the groove, show up to the field early with him, hit, and then just play hard.
Malosi, you kind of have a pro mindset already. You have that routine down the night before. I like that. So let's get into our rapid fire questions before we have to head out real quick. Quick questions to help the listeners learn more about your personality on and off the field. I asked the girls before, your dream dinner guest. Malosi, for you, what's one? It could be an athlete, celebrity, your family member that comes to mind.
I think Francisco Lindor, shortstop for the Mets. I think it would be great just to bond with him. Just somebody that loves the game.
Yep.
So I'd love to be around that, hear what he went through and the challenges he's facing currently and in the past, and just his mindset.
Aukai, for you?
I think I'd have to choose Aaron Judge. I feel like he's like my favorite player. And I just we don't look the same, we don't hit the same and all that, but I know I just really wanna know what's going on in his mind before games and practices and everything like that.
Okay, and got to get your take on the Raising Cane's order. What do you order when you come to Raising Cane's, and your thoughts on the coleslaw debacle?
I get the box combo. I'm not really a slaw guy, but I replace it for extra bread, extra toast, and then definitely maybe 2 extra sauces, and then just grind from there.
Aukai, for you?
For me, I get a box combo as well. I normally take out the coleslaw for extra fries, but yeah.
Another one to the list, Callan. Okay, bases loaded, bottom of the 9th, 2 outs, down by 1 run. Which teammate do you want at the plate? besides the two of you?
Oh,
Shout out someone else. Could be the boys right here watching.
Cole Marzo. I got Cole Marzo.
Koa?
Cole Marzo.
Cole
He
Marzo.
just transferred from Hilo.
Okay.
So he got some pop. He can swing it. Doesn't really fall under pressure. Just chill guy.
Aukai for you.
I'll put Jonah Parker. He's been really hot this season, and I feel like he doesn't really pressure is nothing to him. So honestly, I feel like he'll get the job done for us.
Before we go, I just want to quickly say thank you again to Aukai and Malosi for joining us here tonight. Also want to thank Jordyn, Eldridge, Sagapolutele, Julia Ortega, Zen Nelson, and Kizia Mahuka for stopping by earlier. Thank you so much for everyone who has been listening in and for the people who joined us at Raising Cane's here tonight. For Callan Spiller, I'm Cole Molosov. We'll see you next time. This has been the Student Section on ESPN Honolulu.